Hello. Hi. I'm Caitlin, and this is my first ever video on YouTube. And the only reason why I'm making a video on YouTube is because I spent a week looking for videos on how to change your rook piercing. And I've been through the billions and billions and billions of videos on YouTube, and I couldn't find one video. I couldn't find one that explained how to change your rook piercing. So I figured I would help those in my tough spots, in my situation, and make a video on how to change your rook piercing. So I've had my rook piercing, this guy. I've had my rook for about 3 months now, and it has healed beautifully. It's not healed yet, it's not like fully healed yet, but it's going great. Like, I don't get as much crusties anymore. It's not infected, it doesn't bleed, it doesn't get red anymore. It's perfect. I love it. It's amazing. But I only suggest you change your rook piercing after like 2 to 3 months, and that's only if you don't get it, if it doesn't get red anymore, if it doesn't hurt anymore, and obviously if it's not infected. If it is infected, if it still hurts and stuff, I suggest you wait a couple more months. And when you do decide to change your jewelry, I suggest you go back to your piercer, because they know what they're doing. They'll sterilize your new pierced jewelry for you, and they'll know how to put it back in. Unlike me, I'm not really that smart cookie, so I decided to do it myself because I didn't really like the piercer I went to, so I'm being stubborn and I'm doing it myself. So, if you do end up doing it yourself, first and foremost, you need to clean your new jewelry. And to do so, I used alcohol and I just like wiped it, and then I got like a boiling pot of water, I poured it into a bowl, and then put your new piercing into it so it can kill off all the bacteria. And then before you start like playing around with your old piercing, I suggest, well, obviously you need to wash your hands. Antibacterial soap, assuming ABCs, wash your hands so you don't get bacteria into your piercing, because I am like paranoid about getting an infection. Also, when you buy your jewelry, I suggest you get one that can screw off on both sides, or at least screw off on the bottom. I'll explain it later, but it makes it a lot easier to put it in. Because when you screw off the bottom, you can screw off the top of the piercing that's in right now, of the jewelry. And then you take the bottom part of your new jewelry, and you push out the jewelry that you have in right now, and then you kind of just like follow it through, and then it just like threads in beautifully. If you don't do that, you'll have to take out the piercing that you have now, take it out, like fully out, and then like blindly try to poke and prod to find where your hole is. And that's kind of hard because you can't see the underside of your ear, and that's what I had to do. I couldn't find the underside of my ear, and I had to poke and prod around. When you feel it kind of hurt a bit more, I think that's where your hole would be. So I kind of just force it up and through. It probably hurts a lot more, and it's a lot harder. But the good thing about that, it's easier to screw on the top ball. But when you put it down, it's easier to thread through, and it's easier to find the hole, but it's harder to screw on the bottom ball. So it's up to you. You pick your poison, whichever one you prefer. I suggest going from top to bottom, but if you want to go bottom to top and make life harder for you, go ahead. It's up to you. If you want me to make another video on my piercing experience, I'd be glad to make another video, although this is only my first one, but I'd be glad to make another one. And that's basically it. Thanks, guys. Bye.